Yo,
Ladies and gentlemen, Third Down Thursdays live after a week hiatus. I am in my new setup in Mississippi.
hey, welcome. Hey, I'm glad you got there safely, by the way.
Thank you. 12-hour drive. It was very difficult, but we'll talk more about that later. Right now, we have a very special guest. We are just very happy to be welcomed with Damon Lloyd, linebacker for the Chargers. He's going to be joining us today. Bruce and I are very excited about that. So without further ado, cut right into it. We're going to bring Damon on in. Damon, how are you doing on this fine evening?
What's going on, everybody? I'm good, man. Settle in. I actually have like some jerk chicken on the grill right now. So I tasked my mom to take care of it. So I'm really hoping she's taking care of it. So other than that, that's the only thing I'm stressing about.
Hey, mom knows what she's doing, though, right?
She does. That's why I'm not worried about it. But at the same time, she might go on Facebook. I don't know what she might do. We'll see what happens.
All right. So before we get into football talk, then we got to talk cooking, because I'm a huge griller. I love grilling. I love slow cooking stuff. So what's the go-to that goes down at the Lloyd household? Like, if you want something like that's go right away, you go to the butcher and you want to like impress people. What's the go-to?
Well, yeah, like I'm making right now, like jerk chicken. I got it like a halfway recipe from one of my best friends, Cliff. His dad's Jamaican, so kind of got like a improvised recipe from him, and I got it in quarantine. So ever since then, I've been like tweaking it, trying to make it what I like, and that's probably my go-to. But then my mom's go-to is she likes to have smoke, like bake, grill, blackened salmon. So. But that's what I request every time I come home: blackened salmon, red potatoes, and asparagus every time I come home.
So that was mom's go-to, huh?
Yeah, that's her go-to. I'm the chicken guy. I do most of the grilling. Like, I'll do basically anything on the grill. I have to get a new smoker though. Like, I have to start trying to do that more. I just don't have the patience for it right now. But once I get the patience to like want to smoke and like do a whole 8-hour brisket or something like that,
Yep.
I think that's when I'll officially call myself like a grill master.
Hey man, it's if you can wake up at 4 a.m. for practice and workouts and stuff like that, you can wake up 4 a.m. for brisket.
Right. That's what I keep telling myself. I'm like, I think it's just a stage of maturity that I got to get to. Like, I just have to accept the fact that like if I want this masterpiece, I have to just put the time in. The same thing with football.
It's the final piece of your manhood, Damon.
Exactly.
It's
like
the final piece of
like,
manhood.
Like grill master and then like kids, like
right.
Yeah, it's like those are the two like milestones before you can become a true man. I feel like so.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'll get.
David, I got a question for you. So I just moved to Mississippi.
Okay,
cool. They love fish here.
Man.
So if one of your go-tos is salmon, I need you to sell me / give me recommendations on what fish to have for a guy that hasn't liked fish in the past.
So I mean, I have a teammate from Mississippi, my man Kima, and he plays corner for the Chargers. So he's kind of put me on to because that Mississippi life, they do a lot more Creole and the seafood boils and all that, which is a lot different from like Maryland, where I'm from. In Maryland, where it's kind of like the crab cake culture, the steamed crab, etc. So like, but to recommend a fish for somebody, it's got to be fried catfish. You got to go fried catfish. I think will be because it doesn't have a super fishy taste, but it's also something that you can either like eat on a sandwich, you eat by itself, hot sauce. Like if you're a hot sauce guy, you should be good. But like I would say stay away though from like the I guess the fishier fish, you know what I mean, like your crappie or your sea bass, your tunas, because those are gonna give you like your fishy sense.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you. The only thing I like tuna, this is going to be weird, and I'm probably going to get a really bad reaction from Bruce on this.
Probably.
The only thing I like tuna on is my mom used to make tuna and mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah. Everyone does that.
Yeah, okay. I never had that.
Oh, that's classic. So all right, that must be it's a Midwest thing, I think.
It's got to be a Midwest thing. I never heard of that. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't.
I'm going to tell you. All right, so how about this? I got to send you a video of me having fried catfish, and I'll send you, and then you send me a video of you having macaroni and cheese with tuna.
Okay, good.
It's legit.
I bet it's great. The only thing I don't love food-wise is eggplant. That's the only thing I don't like. So I'm sure.
No.
I had a bad experience with it.
Oh,
my mom tried to tell me my brothers it was chicken parmesan.
Don't
out to be plant parm. I looked at it. It was dark. It was purple, and then ever since then, I just never ate it. So, yeah, man, that was a traumatizing part of my childhood. Right.
I don't blame you for that. First of all,
I haven't let her live it down since then, man. Like I remind her of it like every time I see her.
I love it. So, all right, so we're going to jump away from the tuna and the fish talk and go right into to professional football, man. So, how's the training going? What's going on? I already said that I was talking to MJ before you even jumped on with us pre-show, and I thought you guys are going to have a top 3 defense in the NFL this year. So, what's the experience been like training this year? How's it going? And how are you doing?
I mean, I guess starting off with myself just to make it easy, I feel great. I mean, I'm coming off of tearing my ACL last year, which was my first ever injury. So it was like kind of crazy in the beginning, but I got cleared about a month and a half ago. I got cleared like the week before OTA started.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so I participated in all the OTAs and mini camp and felt great. All the cutting, everything, literally didn't think about it while I was on the field. So that was my biggest thing. And like, I look forward, like in camp, I can't wait to get to camp and just be able to ball out again. Mm-hmm. But in regards to the defense, man, I'd keep telling people like we probably have one of, if not the top most competitive defense in the league right now. Like we have to have, it's got to be up there. Every single position group on our team right now, everybody's fighting for a job. Like it's one of the craziest things I'm grateful to be able to participate in because it's gonna elevate my game.
Oh yeah.
But man, like when I think about it, and like when OTAs and minicamp was going by, even when we were just doing off-season training, the competition in all the rooms are crazy. The linebacker room specifically, like we have a lot of dogs in there. Like everybody in there's a dog. Everybody smart. Everybody loves to hit. Everybody loves to run. So it's like, we'll see what happens. Like, there's nothing we can't control any of it. So it's like we just got to go out there and just have fun, no matter what.
Yeah,
dude, and the Chargers spent a lot of money on that defense this
Didn't
offseason too.
Yeah, one day I'm hoping to see a little bit more of that. For sure.
Yes, Damon saying, give me a couple years. That'll be me.
Shout out to like Khalil and them, man. Like them coming in, it's gonna be nuts. It is pretty cool, like seeing like the.
Hey, you're welcome, by the way.
I do see that. That is true. That is true, man. Like it is crazy, like seeing a guy like that on the squad, with what he did in the league, and it's very inspirational. It's very inspirational, and it allows. Yeah, man. I mean, it was nuts for us too. We were just sitting after workouts and we're like, oh, we got Khalil. Okay, cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like we saw it on like NFL Network. We didn't even like get an announcement.
Oh, for real? Wow.
Yeah, like we didn't really like even get it like a team announcement or nothing. We just saw it on like NFL Network, or I don't even remember what happened, but yeah, man, it's gonna be nuts. I can't wait for camp. Like it's gonna be one of the probably most fun and competitive things I'll be involved in my career, probably.
Damon, can you please come back on when you have that first experience in camp at some point? I would love to hear your first reaction to seeing Bosa and Khalil going after a quarterback and see how quick those guys are.
Man, they'll probably, if they get reps in camp, it'll be crazy, because it's like if they're both on both sides of the ball, there's no point even practicing at that point. Like,
right. So yeah, 100%. So, but I want to bring it back towards you. I want to talk to you a little bit about your ACL rehab. How did everything go with that? No, obviously no setbacks, thankfully, that I know of at least. Yep. So can you please expand on that? What was done? Where did you end up doing your rehab at? Did you do it mostly at home, or were you out in San Diego, or excuse me, LA?
So the process was great, man. Like it was obviously rough. Like I mentioned, like this is my first ever injury. So it was rough, I guess, mentally in the beginning to just kind of know I wasn't going to be playing for a whole season. But I decided to stay out in LA. Like it was kind of a common sense thing for me, from a business standpoint as well, just staying in the building, staying around the team, staying around the guys and supporting when I can. And then also being in the weather. I mean, I bet it helped my knee and my recovery a lot more compared to being in Maryland in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah.
There was no way. Like there was no way I was going to. So, the process was interesting. I mean, I didn't have any major setbacks. It was literally from day one until month. I think I got cleared at 7, and I think I got cleared like 7 months and 3 weeks or something like that.
Wow.
I got cleared like relatively fast, and it was literally just a grind every single day. Just shout out to my PT, Allie over at Modus. She stuck up with me, and when I was complaining, when I was not motivated, when I did thing, man, like when I wanted to push myself more, and she told me no, it was a process, man. Because like I just know how to grind, and that's really how I got to this point. I'm just a grind. It was a very humbling experience. And like I said, man, I've been working for the past damn near 12 months, that past year, so I can't wait for camp and the ball out.
So I love the fact that you're talking about how hard you are a grinder and like how you get after it and whatnot. What do you think it did for you mentally and how you approach your own physical development and mental development after having an injury like that?
I think physically, I mean, it forces me to appreciate the recovery process of my body. As much as I still do kind of grind through a little bit of pain, or you know what I mean, like one day I'll be under it does allow me, it makes me listen to my body a little more. And even though I'm 24, it still feels like my body is breaking down. So it's like I have no choice but to be like, all right, if my knee's bugging, all right, I gotta chill out. Like that's physical. The mental part is kind of the reverse. My mental, I wanted to push it, I wanted to keep going.
That won't go away, just so you know.
That was the hardest part, like the mental part, where it's like I had to slow myself down and tell myself no. That was the hardest part about the whole process, because like I said, I just wake up and I just grind. Like that's literally how I got to this position, and I'm grateful because it also allowed me to learn how to be a professional. It allowed me to acknowledge that, okay, my body is my profession right now. My body is how I perform on the field. So that being said, man, it was a roller coaster, but now that I'm at the stage I am now, man, like I feel faster. I feel more explosive. In some aspects, I even feel strong, or I am stronger, at least like weight room wise. So
Awesome.
I can't wait. I can't wait to start banging heads again, man. I can't wait to get out of the damn brace. And just start balling again.
So Damon, you've mentioned hitting hard twice now. So
Yeah.
I got two questions for you. Do you have a specific? We'll start with the first one. Do you have a specific big hit that you remember as your favorite big hit in your football career? I know there is an answer. Because
I
if you
can give you one from every aspect of like from high school to even professional.
Oh, I like that.
Hey, give them all. We got time.
High school. I mean, I'll try to make it quick. High school in our state championship, quarterback scrambles to the right. This is like their last chance to really try to make something happen. I'm screaming from like the middle of the field. I think we're playing like I don't even know like Tampa 2. I was literally probably 20 yards deep, just hawking to him, and then end up smacking the dude on the our sideline. The crowd's going nuts. Like it was a live feeling. And then I guess fast forward college, there was one play my sophomore year in the playoffs. We played Assumption University, and they ran a read option, and the quarterback pulls it, but I didn't know. So all I did was come into contact with the running back, lifted his feet up off the ground, and just dumped him on his neck.
That's
and he didn't even have the ball. He didn't even have the ball. That was one of the craziest hits, but it was like memorable because I lifted the dude off his feet. And then in college there were a whole bunch of them, man. And then NFL in camp last year, me and the fullback Gabe, shout out to my guy Gabe, he pushes me pretty hard. Me and him had an exchange in the B gap on the blitz once, and that was like my first like NFL really
pop
to yam somebody. So those are probably the most memorable. I mean, honestly, like football, so I probably forgot a couple of them.
Yep.
My shoulders definitely don't love the big hits. As long as I can still run out there and I'll deal with it in the morning. Like as long as I can still hit and run around, I'll deal with whatever I got to in the morning. So that's probably it.
So, to jump back on to talking about like the defensive aspects of everything that you've been doing. So Ronaldo Hill is your defensive coordinator.
Yep.
How was it adjusting from college to the professional scheme?
Well, I kind of got an introduction to it when I played in the spring league before the Chargers.
Okay.
So when I was in the spring league playing for the Blues, our head coach Ted Cottrell, he was with I think he was a Jets DC for I don't know, I think like 10 years, something like that. So he was my first introduction to like how an NFL DC is gonna be. He was on my ass about a lot of things. He kept me, on straight with the playbook. He stressed to me, being a leader out there on the field and making sure guys were lined up. So that preparation from the spring league, when I got to the NFL, I felt like I was already kind of ready for that transition. And then obviously, like learning a new playbook, once you have to build the confidence in the playbook before you can start being kind of your natural self, especially a linebacker, just because we have to know so much. So our Hill, man, that's my guy. He's somebody I feel like that. I think he appreciates my game and what I can do. And for him, he's a little bit different of a coaching style because he's a little more laid back, or I guess not laid back, but he's just a little more. He sees you from a distance, like he won't necessarily yell at you or coach you up like in the direct moment of if you mess up, but then he'll be like, all right, let's talk about this, like let's talk about it on the sideline. He'll gently bring you over to like kind of like let you know you fucked up. But
is it kind of one of those situations where you're as soon as he's like, come here, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's like, he doesn't have like an attitude. There's no like attitude, no tone to it. He's just like, hey, Damon, let me talk to you real quick. I'm like, all right, all right. Let's figure out what happened.
That's awesome.
Man, the whole staff, our whole defensive staff is dope, man. A lot of great guys.
I love it. So before we jump into some of our viewers and their questions for you, one of the questions I had to ask you is, what's it like watching Justin Herbert throw the ball in practice, and how is he compared to the other elite quarterbacks in the NFL?
Man, shoot, this dude almost broke my middle finger this season.
Really?
Yeah, and that's enough to say. Like, yeah, because so basically we were in man coverage. Running back runs an angle route. It was tight, condensed, so I over pursued it a little bit. redirect, and I go to dive for the ball, and literally, I don't like the ball wasn't even affected by my finger. Like it just went straight through my finger. Ball is his the way he throws is just the velocity is insane. And I mean, like you guys know ball, so it's like he can make every single throw on the field. So that's like probably the most impressive thing. Besides what like the fans see on Sundays, like just watching that guy be able to make every single throw, and it very rarely be like a misread or something is pretty cool to see. And it reminds me every day, and I bet like our whole defense, that if we can lock this guy down, then I mean we shouldn't struggle with a lot of people in the league either.
True.
Talk about having the best practice. I mean, you're going against literally one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
We have one of the most competitive teams in the league right now. Like offense, defense, special teams, like we all three phases it's pretty crazy right now.
Are you a big special teams guy, Damon?
Yeah, I mean I don't have a choice. I have to be. Like,
that's a great answer though.
Yeah, like I played special teams in college, so I mean I did everything. I mean, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, in the spring league, started on defense and played every special teams. So it's like you gotta love it. You have to, because it's part of the grind. It's part of the game. And the thing is, when you get with those special teams guys, you really become like a tight knit group. You really kind of create a bond because it's like you're all responsible for just the task of either kicking the ball or receiving the ball. Nothing else. Like
and y'all gotta be crazy as a motherfucker too.
Right. Because like, on TV. A kick gets blocked, no one's gonna say, "Oh, Damon messed up." They're gonna be like, "Oh, the punt team messed up." You know what I mean?
Right.
They're gonna say, "Oh, the kickoff team let up the touchdown." They're not gonna say, "Oh, that number did that specifically," because you don't register that. You're not seeing that. So that's what special teams is pretty.
They don't talk about keys in
exactly. You know, they're not talking about how R4 has to come down and the ball inside and make sure that
they can find.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's dope camaraderie with the special teams.
I wish the Packers had that.
I mean, yeah, and that's the thing is, I mean, I don't know how the Packers are, but it's like
bad.
It literally just comes down to just guys just bond and like being just committed to the task at hand and is either kicking or receiving.
Damon, I don't speak for the Packers whatsoever, but can you go to Green Bay?
I mean, like I said, man, the way my knee, you know, like the warm weather.
Oh, that's true. You know, okay, I'll give you that.
He's like, I'm good.
I played enough snow when I was at IUP up in the mountains of Pennsylvania, so it's like as long as I can stay away from the cold, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, Damon's chilling and
hey, I ain't gonna lie, Damon. You're gonna go where the money, like.
No, I mean, you know the real answer, yeah. But it's like, perfect world. If I had to choose, I mean, yeah, LA is pretty nice, man. So, taxes get a little crazy, but other than that, it's pretty nice.
Good shit. That's awesome. All right, so David, if you don't mind, we're gonna jump into some fan questions, if you don't mind. All right, so we got someone that wanted to ask a question. What's the go-to pregame meal that you have?
Man, well, that's a great question. It's pretty basic. I try to just get in a good amount of rice. It depends on when the game is too. So last year or even in the college as well, we had a night game. Breakfast is pretty light. Like it would be oatmeal. Like, and that's the hardest part. Night games are the hardest part because you have to literally stretch out your energy all the way until that time. But I mean, if I just go off of like what I'll say, Chipotle is my pregame meal. There's something that's carb heavy, protein heavy, and I try to stay away from the cheeses and the queso and stuff. But other than that, yeah, that's like anything that's gonna lock me down for the whole game and even 2 hours before the game. So yeah.
Okay, so real quick, if it's not game day, what's your Chipotle order?
All right, man. It's not even a problem. So
not even a problem.
In line, I'm fine. Let me see it in my head. I'm in line right now. Boom, what do you want? I want a bowl. Let me get a tortilla on the side, 2 scoops of white rice, 1 scoop of brown, black beans, extra fajitas. Sometimes I go vegetarian. Sometimes I don't get no meat. I'm not gonna lie. But if I'm gonna get meat, I go half chicken, half steak. Mild, 2 scoops of it depends on how I'm feeling. 2 scoops of hot or 2 scoops of medium, depends on how I'm feeling. Cheese, side of guac. And a side of hot and 2 salad dressings. You feel me? Like
Do you mix them though? Now, do you cap it and then you mix it, or are you like that?
I always judge people that do that.
Oh, yeah, you're thanks,
I
bro.
do the mix.
Judging me, I get it. You're judging me.
All my friends do the mix, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know why, but I like the layers. I like to be able to see each piece and like what I'm eating in the layer.
Gotta mix it. Gotta mix it, dude.
I've tried, man. It's just like for some, I don't even have OCD or nothing, but like literally, that's the only thing I care about. And like Chipotle, that's the only OCD I have.
That's awesome. So
I love it.
All right, so before we dive into more, I totally want to, or more fan questions. I actually want to ask you the question that we talked about a little bit pregame. So, what's the go-to video game that you enjoy when you have a day off that you want to connect with your guys?
Yeah. So yeah, we're talking about before the game or before the podcast. Warzone definitely is a game that my college roommates, everybody from college, guys on the team that we play. But recently I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 4, and anybody that's like familiar with Battlefield 4, that's a vintage, 2016, it's like a cult classic type game where it's like, that's the only game I can play by myself. Like I was telling you guys earlier,
Right.
I can play that by myself and be happy and not upset with the rest of my day. Warzone, on the other hand, that it in the past, it's ruined my day. It's honestly made me very upset in the past. So
that might be the only game that pisses me off and makes me yell. My wife gets mad at me too. She's like, can you just stop?
Yeah, like literally, it's literally like it's just one of those games where it just has an emotional attachment to me, and I just have to be able to. Ever since I started doing a lot of more self-love, I've been playing that game less because I've noticed like there's a correlation of like when I'm in a bad mood is because I'm playing that game too much. So that's exactly what it is.
So when you did play, what was the loadout of choice?
Dang.
Now you're getting them riled up, bro.
I know, totally.
Yeah, I started so like recently when I started playing again, since like I don't know all the new meta guns and all that, I just started being cheesy with like the Gallo, big shotgun classes. And then like before, I guess like when I was really hardcore like Warzone, it was M13 all day. Like M13, I was going crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So here, my wife just commented right now. You can see it.
That's worse.
Yeah, like it's like you just have to know the limit of Warzone. You just have to know where you have to tell yourself it's okay, and you don't have to keep playing. Like you have to know when that is.
My fiance gets more mad at video games than I do sometimes. Like
really?
I'll get outwardly mad, but she gets like so focused because she's pissed off that she's not winning.
It becomes personal.
2 hours later.
Dude, and I'm like, personal, man. Like that is me and my roommates talk about it all the time. And it's like, as many times as we get upset playing that game, we just always find our way playing it again. Like we just can't not play it, and it sucks because it's like we just know it's what it's gonna do to us, and then we have to just go through it.
So we got another question from one of the people watching. Game day rituals, any?
Yeah. So first thing I kind of do in the morning, not really like anything in regards to that. This year I'll probably incorporate like rolling and stretching out super early in the morning, trying to get my body right. Mm-hmm. But specifically, man, I watch Reuben Foster highlights before.
Oh, nice.
Every single game I've ever played, man, I watch Reuben Foster's Alabama highlights. Like that guy was a freak. So it's like watching his highlights, and not even necessarily that I play like him, because that dude just is a missile. Like uses he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
So but his energy, like it just that's what I enjoy watching before games. And recently, my boy that plays at University of Maryland, he put me on to watching like Conor McGregor and like UFC highlights.
Dude.
So I might start getting into a little bit. Yeah, I might start getting into like the UFC highlights, like just like violent things before like the gladiators take the field. That's kind of how I feel about it. And a cold shower as well.
Cold, really? Wake you up?
Yeah, because I mean, dude, I don't know if it doesn't wake me up. It just kind of calms me down. Like my anxiety would be super high before the game. So like, cold, be like, all right, chill out. Like we're good right now.
Literally chill out.
Okay.
Yeah. The inspiration behind that is the Spartan warriors before war would shower and like bathe before they went into battle. So that's kind of where I got that from. I started doing that in college. So yeah, it's a little basic, but at the same time, it has meaning to it.
Yeah,
I love it.
We got one more, right, Bruce?
I got one more. Actually, there's actually two that I would love to ask, but I'll go with this one. Where to go? It says biggest fanboy moment. Like, so what was the moment that you saw, you're like,
shit, I'm in the NFL.
Yeah, like what was that time that you saw someone you're like, oh shit?
I guess so. So honestly, it was kind of the other way around. So I came into the league knowing about, like your superstars, knowing about, the freaks of the game. But then like the more I practiced, the more I watched film, the more I saw these superstars, the more I realized that they're regular human beings. Like I won't say that they're the same as me because obviously they do what they do, but I've watched them like drop balls, or I've watched them throw a pick. I watched them miss tackles. I've watched them, blow assignments. So seeing that, it kind of did the reverse on me, where I was like, okay, that's dope to see this guy here, but at the same time, I mean, this dude messed up a coverage that I did yesterday too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of the cool thing I got out of the league, and like that's what I tell a lot of like guys or even young kids that would ask me stuff about the NFL is like these guys are still human, and football is a crazy sport. Like football is football. No matter what level you're at, no matter how old you are, like your responsibilities are the same, and you still can mess up, and you still can have bad plays. So that's probably what I experienced.
Love it.
I like that.
Pretty cool.
Bruce, we got anything else?
Actually, to be honest with you, I do want to ask this last one, if you don't mind.
I'm cool.
Who has been the toughest offensive matchup you've faced?
The toughest offensive matchup, it's gotta be Eckler. That dude is just like, he's just quick as hell, man. Like stupid fast. And probably a guy that I've had the most reps with is my boy Larry Roundtree.
Okay.
He's a running back with the team. Me and him, I mean, like similar type of guys where we're just like real stocky, real heavy build. So when me and him go at it, like it's pretty fun because it's almost evenly matched. Like we'll get one guy will have a really good day against the other guy, we'll just go back and forth. So that's a dude, even in the off-season training, like that was a guy
that's awesome.
We line up for them sprints, like I'm looking over to see, where he is. You know what I mean? Like that's the guy I look forward to competing against when we get in the camp. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Friendly competitiveness, nothing wrong with that, man.
That's perfect. All right, Damon, I don't have anything else. I don't have any other questions for you. Bruce, you got one more in there?
No. I don't want to take Damon's time any more than I've already done it, man.
But yeah, Damon, thank you so much for coming on. Especially, it is so great to have you when I'm moving and in shambles. So thank you for coming on and helping us provide some good entertainment to the people tonight. Best of luck this season. Bruce and I will be paying attention. Also, thank you for following us on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and by the way, man, like I would love to get back on here when in the middle of camp or something.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'll be down to give a little update. That'd be pretty fun.
Please, hey, and bring whoever you want to bring.
I'll probably just be in the hotel and just have like guys behind me. Just
I'd be straight. Yeah. I'd be straight. I'm down with that.
Yeah, cool. That's probably what we'll do then. I'll let you know then.
I appreciate that.
Do it. Sounds good. All right, Damon, thank you once again. We'll talk to you later. And Bruce still owes you a video of eating fried catfish.
I do.
Man, send me the recipe for the mac and cheese like fish, man.
I will.
I can't prepare that. Like,
dude, it's just Kraft macaroni and cheese and like a
can of tuna.
Can of tuna, bro.
Oh man. Oh, I didn't know.
It's so simple. And then you just take the can of tuna and put it in the macaroni and cheese after it's done in the bowl, in the pot, and then
you just stir it up.
Man, that sounds like that's a struggle meal right there. That's like eating I grew up eating baked beans and hot dogs, so that's the
same thing. It's so good though.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, if I get to a situation where I'm that hungry, I probably will try it, man.
Fair enough.
Beautiful. All right. Well, we'll talk to you later, Damon. Once again, thank you. Good luck, my guy.
Yeah. Appreciate it, fellas. Yeah, I got my phone, my bad.
No, you're straight.
We'll talk to you later, bro.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
That was awesome. Dude, what a good dude. What an awesome person. Like, that was so much fun. And man.
I love him so much. He is great. I was told somebody DM'd us that it had Damon on their podcast recently.
Oh, same. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. They said he's a great guy.
He's a great guy. That is very true. And yeah, Damon, just bring the boys on.
Bring him on, dude. Like, it don't matter who it is. Just
hey, Bruce. End of a defense meeting, end of a linebackers meeting. Just
bring on, Bosa, Khalil. Like they play at 3-4, so technically they're linebackers.
Exactly. Bring all the linebackers on. Let's just have a good linebacker chat. I'll even learn some lingo.
Yeah. Hey, you heard B gap tonight?
Yep, I heard.
You heard B gap and C. Yeah.
I thought we were playing Battleship for a second. I was very confused. Like I know football. He's like, yeah, y'all know ball. I was like, I know football. Bruce knows ball. I know football.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's fair. Like, it's been a long time since I've heard like that the terminology, and I know what it is. Like, I know I know what it is. It's been a long ass time since I've had to remember any of it. Like B gap, A gap, C gap. I remember. That's all easy. That's the easy stuff. But like when it comes to special teams protect, like that's what I play. I play special teams because like I sucked. I mean, I got into sometimes on the defensive like area, like I play a little like a monster back type situation, a little defensive end, but nothing crazy. But yeah, no, it was really cool to have him on. It was fun to listen to him, and I'm actually really interested to try out that the fried catfish.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to try that out too. But okay, so now we can do things like this. So you're gonna get a room tour.
Oh wow!
So I'm in my office. Paige's office as well, because she's gonna be in med school doing homework. But like, it's the office, and I'm claiming a lot of it. So because she gets to decorate like the whole house, and I'm sure she's watching this and she's gonna talk smack. I don't care. She gets to decorate the whole house.
Well, right.
And I get this wall. So I have all my stuff up. My desk is going to be in this corner over here. So this will be the backdrop.
All right. So hold on. Next to the is that a corner? Is that a corner next to the Packers banners? And
yes,
is that a corner? All right. So wait. Next to that is that a window to your right?
Yes.
All right, so like that little wall that's between the corner and the window right there. All right, save that for me because I got something coming for you.
Save that for you?
Save that for me. I got something coming for you.
And then, so the wall directly to the right of where I'll be sitting, right over here.
Yeah, no one can see that.
No, nobody can see it, but you will be able to see it. And we're going to put this up.
Oh, let's go. Same number and everything. That's sick.
So Paige and her mom got this for me, which is super cool. So this is my Frame Bradley jersey from when I played club ball there. So it's going to go up on the wall directly to my right. And the desk is really cool. So it's a two. I helped you decorate the wall. Yes, you did. I never said you didn't.
Oh.
But I really don't want to look at Bruce.
I got a big ass dome too.
I also just realized, Bruce, we talked about how we were going to promote this as the podcast form even more, and I'm currently like walking around my room showing things.
Yeah, you're showing shit.
People are going to be so confused listening on Spotify. It's fine. They're not going to listen past Damon anyway, probably.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fine. Yeah, I'm going to put the Bradley thing up. The great part about the desk is it's a two-person desk. So it's Paige's part. My part is going to be on the right. She's on the left. The middle is like an extended middle panel. And so I can rotate to the side. And so I can do a show where my backdrop is my Bradley jersey.
That's pretty cool.
So I can alternate and I can like change decorations on different walls based off of what show I'm doing.
Wow. So, I mean, technically I can't do all I got to do is just lift up this foldable table.
Rotate. And then the other cool thing I have, I'll text you why it's even cooler later because you'll appreciate who gave it to my father. But I have this. This is going to be on the desk probably. It's a giant.
That's pretty badass. I can already tell what it is.
It's a giant like Packers cracker head. And
because all Packers fans are crackheads.
You're right. I'm not even going to deny that. When my dad and I go to baseball games, we always we get a helmet Sunday, which is all the helmets you see up on the wall right now. If you can't tell what those are, like the little colored dots. It's kind of hard to tell.
I can't see them.
It's kind of hard to tell over video. It's easier to see in person. But you know, the helmet Sundays you can get at baseball games. We always get a helmet Sunday, and we buy a mini bat. And so all the mini bats I've collected, and it's in here. There's some baseballs in here too from a Schaumburg Boomers game and stuff.
Yeah, let's go Boomers.
Oh, yeah. So I have this. That's going to be on my desk. And then I have just like...
Hey, we got to cut that just so you know, because I want them to let us do a show there live. But anyway, continue.
Oh, you're right. That would be great. And I have just like a bunch of baseballs. This was one I got from Matt Kemp, batting practice ball at Petco Park.
I remember when he was an absolute beast.
He was a stud. Wasn't he like 40-40?
Yep.
Point?
Yep.
It's ridiculous. And then I've got...
this is hilarious.
It's basically just a tour of all the cool
stuff. It really is.
This is the A's mascot Stomper. It's a little Stomper bobblehead.
Okay, so time out. This is what we need to do. Okay, so how come you haven't like had a desk like mine? This isn't even a desk. This is a foldable table. But like this is an autographed Matt Forte football.
Yeah.
This is like Stacey King bobblehead. This is obviously
Oh my gosh, I didn't even bring it. I need to have my parents bring this. I have an autographed John Gruden football, which is
done.
Well,
he's a little
now, but it's still cool.
Fair. So this right here. Did I tell you about so I don't even know if I've told the audience about this. So this bottle of wine right here.
I do not know about this.
So really, this bottle of wine and I took this from a friend of mine. His name is Tuna. Well, his nickname is Tuna.
Okay.
Go figure. So that's kind of ironic because we were talking about tuna tonight. But so I played football with him for many, many years. Awesome guy. Anyway, and I watch football games. I watch the Bears games at his house, and he's always
okay.
He's very great. An amazing host, always very gracious, and busts his ass. Awesome guy. Excuse me. So this right here is a bottle of wine that I purchased. It's Mike Ditka's wine, and I'm not opening this
until the Bears win a Super Bowl.
Yep.
I got you.
So I've had this now for 6 years now. So it's just sitting. I don't care. Like I'm not opening that.
I love it
until the Bears win a Super Bowl.
I also have this football, which I think you'll appreciate.
Oh, let's go! That's pretty sick. Yeah,
I got this from my sister. She got it from Universal Studios in Florida when she went on a trip. And it was one of those gifts that she brought home to like her 6-year-old little brother. But I've kept this football with me the entire time, my whole life. I brought it with me to college, and now it's with me in Mississippi. And I just like sit here and play with it while I'm at my desk. It used to drive my mother crazy because I would bring it into the living room. We'd be watching TV, and I'd just be like flipping this thing around, and she'd hate it because no balls in the house. Okay, whatever. But I also have my Ricky Henderson flag. I don't know if I'm gonna put it up in here.
Too bad you didn't have like a base. That'd be sick if you had a base that was taken from when he was stealing.
Oh yeah,
that'd be pretty badass. If you had a stolen base from Ricky Henderson, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
That would be cool. I don't have that. I just have the flag. Is there anything else? Right here is going to be my Packers stock that I have, that I got from my grandfather. And then I don't know if you can see it. These are 2 letters that say MJ. We have to put batteries in them, but they light up blue. And so it'll be a really cool backdrop.
Ooh. Sorry.
What?
I'm having a side conversation with Cy in the chat because he's talking shit about the Bears, and I think the Bears are going to beat the 49ers week 1. Oh, they're probably not going to, but I'm going to have a side bet with them anyways.
Now I hear Paige laughing in the other room. I don't even know what I'm sure they're talking smack in the chat for some reason. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something else that I was considering putting up.
This is hilarious. This is quality TV right now, and like we're gonna post this. We're gonna post this on Spotify right now, and like let me tell you, those of you that are listening to us on Spotify,
first of all, I'm sorry.
Secondly, I am not. But let me tell you right now, MJ is walking around
my office, which is technically a bedroom,
showing what he's going to do and what he has for us, or what for him, honestly. Like at the end of the day, that's his like, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it.
Oh yeah, this is my man cave. This is my studio.
Everything.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the second bedroom in our apartment. So that, I mean, we don't have a need for a second bedroom. We're gonna put like a little fold out couch or something in here at some point. But we don't have money for that because we're broke, because I just started work.
Hey, let me tell you something. It doesn't get easy here right now.
Oh, I know. I mean, I'll get promoted soon, hopefully. So.
Hey, at least, how is gas? All right, so how are gas prices down there?
You want to know what I got gas for today?
Per gallon, what are they?
$4.37.
Oh. And the sad thing is like, that's cheap.
About 30 minutes north, it's under $4.
No way.
Yes.
What?
If I wanted to, I could drive about maybe 45 minutes north in Mississippi, and I could get gas for $3.97.
Oh my God.
It's incredible. Mississippi, we didn't, obviously this was nowhere near the top of our priority list when we chose Mississippi. This is where Paige is going to med school, and that was it.
Right.
But Mississippi has the lowest gas prices in the country.
Wow. Like, who knew?
Yeah. So it's wonderful. I love it. But yeah, let's see. Hold up. I have more baseballs over here. What else do I have? We're just doing like
hold on, real quick before jump. Oh, all right, go ahead.
No, you're good. It's just, this is a National Baseball Hall of Fame, and then I got batting practice ball from Trevor Cahill back in 2011. Wow, Trevor Cahill. That's a name I've not heard in a long time.
Same.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about.
I was actually about to put that up real quick. I don't know if you've heard about this.
Oh gosh, yeah, they want to put a dome on Soldier Field to keep people around, which is stupid.
So I would love to like talk to you about this, and I know you really don't care, and I don't blame you, frankly, because to be honest with you, I really don't either. Because wait, I want to make sure that I give the correct amount of money. Okay, so the cost of what the mayor Lightfoot ended up saying, like, they put together a task force or whatever to say, okay, say we want to like let the Bears do whatever they want. Dream scenario. This is what it is. I actually call it a last ditch effort because I don't think she wants to be the mayor that loses the Chicago Bears. She's going to be. I don't give a shit. I don't care who you voted for or like what side of the coin you want to be on. She's going to be the mayor that lost the Bears.
Yeah.
But the cost is between $400 million and $1.5 billion. Okay.
Why?
What? So, but you have to. Okay. So, but you have to think of it like this. So, what they want to do to that particular area is they want to make it a district and a entertainment district. Excuse me. And you're not going to be able to do that in that small area with a park, with a lake, more specifically, and museums in that area. And frankly, like, you lost all worth. Like, what do they call it? The what was the term that it's called? The tragedy on the lake? No, the crap on the lake? No. I can't remember I can't remember the stupid nickname that they call it. Please, if someone's in the chat, I would love for you guys to let me know what the nickname is for Soldier Field. But the accident on the lake, crap on the lake, I don't remember. Anyway, regardless, it really is crap on a lake. It's crap on the lake, and it's so disappointing that a stadium is only 20 years old or 21 years old. That's the smallest stadium in the NFL capacity wise.
Right.
Lost, and you can fact check me on this shit. Lost its landmark status because Soldier Field actually had landmark status. and lost it after they put a fucking spaceship in the center of Soldier Field. That's it. And I'm glad that the Bears are finally going outside the Chicago area for it, because they need to own their own park for them to maximize their revenue and maximize their potential as a franchise. And what do owners want to do? Ultimately, yes, they want to win. However, they want to make money. What's the best way for them to make money? Owning what they have. And owning what they have, they rent out what they have, and they bring back that revenue. Virginia wins. Everyone wins. Ted Phillips, the accountant, loves it. And suddenly the Bears are somewhat relevant, hopefully. That's it.
They're not going to be relevant.
I'll take you on this bet too. I actually think so. The Bears have one of the worst bottom end records in the past 20 years.
Correct.
I will actually bet on this with you. In the next 10 to 15 years, I'll bet the Bears will be better than the Packers. The only reason why is there's no way that the Packers will have the same luck with two Hall of Fame fucking quarterbacks.
Oh, it's luck?
Yeah, well, okay. Yes, obviously it takes skill to have that, the scouting and whatever to find a diamond in the rough. But if you even remember Chris Collinsworth, when Brett Favre got hurt in that
Aaron
game,
Rodgers got put in the game.
Yeah, and then what did Chris Collinsworth
Packers
say?
will never win with Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Obviously, he was wrong, and
they said the same thing about Jordan Love when he was playing in Kansas City too.
Okay, and I would love to see that. I would love to see it.
Yeah.
Did he really just say, "Let's go Packers"? Sai, you're not even a Packer fan.
Sai is a chaos fan,
dude. He's a chaos fan.
That's chaos.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
He just loves pissing both of us off.
I am legitimately, though, I am actually looking forward to seeing to end this even part of it, because I do want to do our fireside chat.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. What's the culmination of all of this? Also, by the way, guys, real quick, if you get a chance to, please, Dan Hampton. I don't know if anyone saw the latest pictures of him. I know I'm going Bears, but this is more serious than anything. The guy is an absolute Hall of Famer. The NFL is fucking up by not putting this guy in the Hall of Fame. Look at his stats. The stats back up what I'm saying. The man is in, I don't want to say great because I don't know that, but he's not the healthiest of people right now. And if you saw the Twitter images right now, it's sad as a Bears fan to see it. You go from a 1985 Bears legend to unfortunate health that you would never expect from a professional athlete to see that. So that being said, please at the NFL, at the Hall of Fame, # Hall of Fame, Hampton in the Hall of Fame, do it. It's awesome. That's the best thing to do because the guy absolutely deserves it. And don't let it be a situation that's a Ron Santo-esque and have the man pass away before he gets that opportunity. That's it.
Amen. The only thing I have before we get to our fireside chat is a little Brooklyn Nets update.
Oh, nice!
This has been, I don't even know how I stumbled into knowing a couple people in Brooklyn, first of all. I do things like that, and all of a sudden I know a couple people. It's wild. And I know one or two other guys that know some people, and we just kind of put everything together and figure out a storyline. So the storyline I've been hearing in the last couple of days out of Brooklyn is the Nets are focused on doing their best to sell Kevin Durant on coming back. Kevin Durant went to Brooklyn Nets ownership the other day and requested a trade. This was even after Kyrie. Too much. Too many issues.
He's back.
In the organization. Katie felt there were too many issues in the organization, and he wanted out. Here's the issue. Brooklyn has a top 5 player in the NBA in Kevin Durant. And in order for that to happen, since Rudy Gobert was traded for 5 first-round picks, the price on Kevin Durant is roughly 3 starter-level players and 6 or 7 first-round picks is what they're looking for. Now that, first of all, limits the amount of teams that could give that type of package. But second of all, it makes it more likely that a third team would have to be involved, which just makes everything so much more difficult. All that to say, KD is not getting traded soon. If Kevin Durant does get traded, it will take a little while for that to happen. And because of that, the Nets are making moves to bring in veteran players that they think can complement the roster that they already have. Keep in mind, Kyrie Irving said he's returning to the Nets. He opted in and said he's coming back to Brooklyn and is willing to play on that team. So now it comes down to, can the Nets essentially resell Kevin Durant on what they sold him on in the first place? And that's 4 more years of playing for the organization. This is the team we can put around you. This is what we can do.
Was it Joseph Tsai? Joseph Tsai is their owner, right?
I believe so.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I think he put out, or someone in their organization that's higher up put out a quote saying, I would rather be associated with a team that I built that was 500 than a team that, and this is, of course you're going to say this. This is great fodder for fans and hearing that from a fan base, right? Or, you know what I'm saying? And I get that too. But to be honest with you, I actually really do respect that he even put this out there. I'd rather be associated with the team that's a 500 record that we built, that want to be here, want to not have the same drama associated with it that we had in the 2020 season. And I'm paraphrasing, 2021 season. And I don't blame him for that. I really don't. And I actually think what the Nets are doing to continue with what you were just saying, and I was thinking about this today, I actually like the fact that the Nets aren't just letting Durant or Kyrie go at the highest bidder right now, because if you saw what Gobert got from the Timberwolves, or the Jazz got for Gobert for the Timberwolves, 4 first-round draft picks and 2 players, Durant's worth way more than that, and I think that's a smart move for the Nets, just to sit on it and be like, sorry, dog, like, you're going to end up staying here for a little bit longer.
I mean, there was a package that was floated around among scouts that was something along the lines of, and this was under a scenario where Kyrie stayed in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. Something along the lines of Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, PJ Washington. But this was, I believe, discussed as a 4-team trade that did include the Lakers. Mm-hmm. And it was helpful for everyone involved, really, because it maximized the amount of young pieces going to Brooklyn. Miami, I believe in that situation, was the one who got KD. The Lakers were able to get out of Westbrook's contract. And then I think it was PJ Washington, Gordon Hayward, and then Tyler Hero going to Brooklyn, along with about 6 or 7 first-round picks. So all of that to say, it's going to take an incredible amount of work for the Brooklyn Nets to trade Kevin Durant and actually get the package that they want. So don't expect it to be fast. And it will seem to happen suddenly, because it's kind of dead right now. And all of a sudden, KD might get traded. But the Brooklyn Nets, and I like it, like you said, the Brooklyn Nets are trying their hardest to not let him just walk out the door.
It's smart, but it's smart from a business perspective, because, like, honestly, as bad as it sounds, every player that a owner or GM or whomever ends up having on their team is an investment. It sounds terrible. It sounds bad. However, that's an investment for your team. That's the investment for the Brooklyn Nets. I'm sorry. That's the scheme of it. That's how sports are.
You're correct.
So no, I love it. I think he's He's not gonna be there. He's not gonna be there at the end of the year, and I think he's gonna end up going to. An. I'll say Eastern Conference. I'm gonna say an Eastern Conference team. Specifically, I don't know yet. I haven't really actually. I've been correct on a lot of my predictions that I've had on our show, so I'm not. I'm not yet ready to be like I'm saying he's gonna go here. I'm not yet ready to say that, but I think he's gonna go to an Eastern Conference team. We'll see what happens, though. It should be fun. I think it's going to be some good stuff. And I don't know. What do you say about some fireside chat?
I love it. We got 4 or 5 minutes left. I am all in.
Bring it, guys.
Give it to me. We
need some like music. Like.
Do I have anything down here? I mean, I can.
No. That sounds like that's
no.
Let's find something like. There it is. Yeah. Fireside chat. Yeah. Coming at you. Fireside chat.
Oh my god. I'm gonna stop before Bruce starts rapping. Oh my gosh.
All right, who's got questions for us? You can come at us with anything you want to hear. Whether we know anything about it or not, I'm cool with it. If you want to talk about
food, anything.
Sports, food, anything, I'm cool with that.
I think it should just be Bruce popping open the beer as the introduction to the fireside chat.
I already did, yeah.
Sai's going to Cardinals game tomorrow, ready to see his team get lit up. Yeah, we have to post. We're going to post Sai's Cardinals rant tomorrow, along with Jackson's ridiculously
amazing article. Amazing,
is it good?
Amazing.
I haven't read it yet.
It's amazing. I have to. I'm gonna finish it up tonight, and I'll let you do the rest of the editing for it. But man, so I edited like a little over half of it, and honest to God, he hit it out of the park, guys. I can't wait for you guys to read Jackson's article. It's awesome.
It's beautiful.
Hey, so I want to hear what's the meaning of like.
The meaning of like, it's a simile, I believe. It's the introduction to a simile, and you can use it to compare certain items, whether that be nouns, adjectives, even sometimes.
I like how no one's like asking Celine. Steak is a superior meat choice at Chipotle.
False.
Superior. I love how she's like superior meat choice.
Do you remember first? First of all,
remember?
She knows nothing about superior meat if she's with you. Second of all,
whoa.
Second of all, do we not remember the E. coli thing with Chipotle about their beef?
That was lettuce. It wasn't beef. It was their lettuce.
It was lettuce. Whatever.
That was their lettuce.
Whatever. Same thing.
No.
Going to the Sox game tomorrow. Oh, 2 baseball games.
Lloyd and full hamstring per usual.
Oh my gosh, the Sox are so bad. They're depressing. I'm not even a White Sox fan, and I feel bad.
Astros.
Oh, I like that.
Astros.
I do like that. That would be something they would do. Qdoba is better than Chipotle. That is correct.
Oh, 100%.
That is factual. Their food is better. Can I come crash on your? I don't care. Whenever.
Is that the first time MJ's come on the couch?
Zach Wheeler with a no-hitter against our AAA team. Bro, I saw a video of Max Scherzer the other day, hyped up for a AA rehab start. And he is in the zone, like freaking out, hyping himself up. I'm like, dude, you can go out there and throw lefty and you'd screw these guys up.
Can we talk about this real quick? Like, how about how Verlander is the second best pitcher in baseball ERA wise? How crazy is that? And he's old as balls.
I have 3 letters for you. PED.
EDs. Yeah.
Because what do the Astros do, Bruce? They cheat.
We are soundboard free from now on. It'll come back at some point, but not anymore.
Thank goodness. Max is a crazy man. Okay, Bruce, I've learned one thing. I've learned one thing tonight. Our chat cannot spell, or they can't type. They can spell, but they can't type, and they can't proofread.
I got
which is very sad. Oh, hello, Husky.
I don't know if you can see him.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm tired because I'm opening at work, and opening here is 5 a.m, which means I have to get up at 4 something that starts with a 4, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna go to
4:45, dog. 4:45.
Yeah, I
whoa.
Today at 4:30.
I totally want to put that. I totally want to put that on there, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay. We're gonna end this before our chat gets even more interesting than it is right now. It's been a pleasure talking with all of you.
Awesome.
Thank you again to Damon Lloyd for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Room tour. You guys got everything today. So be happy that you are in the presence of greatness, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, MJ.
Yes.
Good shit.